everybody, it's Amanda from scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and today I'm going to make you just a pretty card, and I'm using this stamp set which is called Lots of Love. It's absolutely stunning. You've got great big sentiment there. That's really pretty. I've used that before, but today I'm going to be using this one which says Thinking of You, and I'm just going to make a pretty girly flowery card. So, without further ado, I have pre-cut the elements to my card. So, we start with the card base at 11.5, scored at 5 3/4, and I believe it's 4 1/8. Okay. So, first of all, we've got this one, which is from the Fresh Florals. I couldn't remember then, and this is powder pink, so it's the ink from the ink colour pad, and this is just 1/8 of an inch, just a little bit smaller, and that is roughly 4 by 5.5, just a really tiny increment there. Okay, and then this one is from this one's actually from Delightful Daisy. I've mixed it up a bit. This is Fresh Florals, this is Delightful Daisy, and this is from the that one, the flowery one, whose name I forget, but it matches this stamp set here. Graceful Garden, Petal Garden, that's it. And what I've done here is basically I'm using up my scraps. Okay, I'm using up bits and bobs that I've got. Lots of the new DSP, the colours just go together anyway. So if you've got scraps, get them used up. And this is a strip. I've got a Whisper White strip there that I'm going to layer it up on. And this one is 3 7/8 roughly by about 5 1/4. All of the measurements will be on my blog, and it's going to layer like so and like so. But what I am going to do is I am going to distress the edges. I want it to be a little bit sort of shabby. If you don't have one of these little tools, just use the edge of your scissors. Probably the edge of your scissors is probably better than this. It's a bit rubbish. I've got it, it's non-Stampin' Up, it's contraband, and if I'm honest, it's not that good. In fact, it's pants. I'm going to use my scissors. It's easier and quicker. I'm just ragging them edges up. Just making them look a bit worn and a bit, don't matter if it rips, you know, just adds to the kind of look. If I could be bothered, I would get my sewing machine out and go around with, you know, and do a stitched edge with my sewing machine, but I'm in the middle of moving, so I don't want to be, I can't be bothered. My house is upside down because we're in the middle of supposedly moving, and, you know, it's a little bit, it's like that. I'm not going to moan on camera. I might moan a bit, but not a lot. I'm not really a moaner. Life's too short to moan. Right, so I'm just, this is my Stampin' Up snips. I'm not too worried. I've got scissor sharpness, so don't be having an art failure thinking I'm ruining my snips, because I've got a proper scissor sharpening machine, so I'm not worried. Okay, and edges nice and rough. Look, I'm ready. Let it rip a bit. Doesn't matter. Right. Okay. Get rid of them fluffy bits, and we'll just rough this one up a little bit. Okay. We'll do the cardstock as well. In for a penny, in for a pound, we'll do it all. Give it all a shabby distressed look. I'm not going to ink it because I want the crisp white edges to show for a change. Right, I'm going to use my wet glue. I'm starting to put this card together. Super easy. Really quick, really fast, and it's going to look amazing. And by, you know, scraping them edges and having little bits of rips, you're adding a little bit of dimension to your card as well. Just a bit of interest. And if you do have your sewing machine that's not packed away, you know, and you've got it out on a unit, don't forget to use it in your card making. Looks awesome. You're not going to do it any harm by sewing the edges. And it looks really good if you use your zigzag stitch. Really awesome. Okay. Actually going to pull that bit off, so that it's a little bit ripped. Okay, like that. I think I'm going to have it this way. Hammer. Don't know, I ain't decided which way around I'm having it yet. And my cardstock. Ooh, I've got piles and piles of stuff on my desk and they're all starting to fall off. Oh, oops. I haven't been tidying up in between projects today, so I've got like mountains. A bit of that. But can you see how it's just giving a little bit of extra depth to your card because it's been, the edges have been scrattered a bit. I think it just looks really cute, personally. Okay, so that's that. I want to use it. I want to use that. Did I want that to be underneath? Or do I want it over the top? I'm going to have it over the top. I'm going to have it over the top. Just dot that around a bit. I'm not going to fuss. I'm just going to get it on. I'll just get rid of that glue. I think I'm going to have my card this way. I'm just going to stick that dialer right in the middle and press. Okay. Right, I'll leave that to dry. Still haven't decided which way up I'm having it yet. And I'm going to use this stamp here, which says thinking of you. I've already got it mounted. And I'm going to, I need some cardstock. I'll just reach over for a scrap piece from the corner of my desk, and I'm actually going to use Flirty Flamingo. You might think that's a bit bizarre, but it kind of like, it matches this colour here, so I'm using it. Okay, so thinking of you, stamp it there. Now I'm not sure which size circle punch will work with that, so let me just try it with the 2 first. I think that's a bit big, isn't it? Okay, where's my 1 3/4? 1 3/4. Oh my gosh, it's probably underneath this hoard. There's a big pile on my desk. Okay, we'll have 1 3/4. That looks a bit nicer. Okay. So, 1 3/4 circle punch. Now, I could do with the edge of that being inked ever so slightly. So I'll just get my Flirty Flamingo ink dauber. I'm just going to just take a bit off. Just ink that edge. Like so. You could put another layer of cardstock underneath. I just prefer to ink because I think it saves you having to do that. I'll put that there. To there and get my dimensionals. They're not dimensionals, they're pearls. Dimensionals, there we go. Dimensionals. Oh, I've smudged it. No. Oh. I'm annoyed now. I'm going to have to do that again. no bottom. Right, I'll do it again. I'm not having a smudged sentiment on my card. Do it again. There we go. It's not a problem. 1 3/4. There we go. That is the good thing about punches. You know, if you do make a mistake, it's only 2 minutes to make another one. It's not a big deal. Don't smudge again now. Okay. Oh! Re-ink that edge. Off we go again. Take 2. Never mind. It wouldn't be an Amanda video if everything went completely to plan. One day I'm going to shock you. That's that done. Okay. 1 dimensional there. 1 dimensional there. Peel the back off. Trying not to smudge my sentiment. Come on. There we go. I'm going to stick that in the centre. Get off. The centre of my doily. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I'm having it that. Looks like I'm having it that way now, doesn't it? And then what I've made to go with it is I've made a little button. Now I was inspired, I will say, by these buttons here that are cut from a punch that belongs to one of my friends, and I don't have that punch, but I wanted those buttons, so I'm going to quickly show you. All I did was basically cut a 1-inch circle, okay, 1-inch circle, and then I worked out where the holes were. I mean, you know, I actually cheated and I layered that over there like so. And then I, for example, because I can't find my pencil, I'll use this little marker. I did layer that button over, but you could, you know, you could do it by eye anyway, probably. And I just made myself some little marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, and then I used the small, I think it's 1/8 of an inch, the smallest size Stampin' Up! Hole punch. I made 4 little holes. I lined it up. 1, 2, 3, turn it round. 4, that's all I did. Yeah, and then I've inked the edge of that and I've tied twine round it. So how cute's that? Buttons. Okay, there you go. I'm going to get some of this, which is Flirty Flamingo. What size is it? It is 1 centimetre wide, 3/8 of an inch. Striped gross grain ribbon. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All of the Stampin' Up! Ribbons are beautiful. I love them. They're nice quality and they're pretty. What more could you want? I'm just going to cut... Oh. Do that a bit better. Like so. And then I'm going to put it like that. And... it might be a bit long, that, actually. Let me have a look. Is it a bit long? No, it's fine. Right, so I'm going to stick that on there somehow because I've just used my last glue dot. So let me have a think. Nightmare. Let me have a think. What can I use instead? Oh, no, I've got some more. Panic over, I've got some more. The contraband ones, but well, I have got some more glue dots, but the other side of the room. Go figure. Okay, so using my glue dot, I'm marking with my finger where I want that crossover point to be, putting a glue dot, getting it off my nail, get off, and then make a little a little loop. I just want them tails to be a bit more spaced out than that. There we go. And then some more glue dots, which are all stuck to me now. Get off. Underneath my ribbon. Okay, and then I want it about there. So I'm going to stick it like that. Give it a good press. So there's my ribbon. And then get some more glue dots and my little homemade button will go over the top. So one there and one there. My little homemade button can go there like so. And there we go, we're done. Let's move that. And we've got a pretty little shabby chic style card there. Let's zoom in ever so slightly. No, in, oh for goodness sake. In. With my little homemade button. I hope you like that. I hope you'll give it a try. Don't forget, rough up your edges, make it look even prettier. Thanks for watching. Bye.